Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer, both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com. Hey there, Facebook. Have you heard that women who want to lose weight, who want to get strong, should be lifting heavier weights? And have you've thought about lifting weights, but you don't know where to start, or you're worried you might injure yourself, or maybe lifting heavy is really intimidating and you've seen videos on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you watch socials. Maybe you've seen like people lifting like barbells with plates, and that looks really intimidating to you. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why all women should lift weights. Side note, I've taught 85-year-old women how to lift weights because guess what? In their day-to-day lives, they need to pick up their dog and give them baths. And I want to help them be strong in their activities of daily living. All the way into kids are lifting weights too, safely, of course. So I believe that all women should lift weights, and I want you to listen to the why. Okay. So if you've had thoughts about what is this lifting heavy? Should I lift? Like, what does lifting heavy even mean? I want you to stick around because I'm going to talk more about that. So really quick, I'm going to introduce myself. If you're new to me, my name is Coach Rose Peterson. I am founder of Fit and Confident Academy and a certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, certified pregnant and postpartum coach, and newly certified Olympic weightlifting coach. All right, let's jump in. If you're watching live, type live. And if you're watching the replay, type replay. And I would love to know where you're watching from because I am streaming in about 4 different places. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, my Facebook group, fitandconfidentmoms.com. If you're not a member, go ahead and join over there. All of my replays are hosted there. And we continue the conversation, and you can ask me anything within that group. And it's a place of support. So if you're watching live, type live. If you're watching the replay, thank you for coming back and watching and watching the replay. All right. So I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why women should be lifting weights, especially women over 35. And we're going to talk about why you would want to. We're going to talk about building confidence in the weight room and what that might look like to get started. Before I jump in and talk about the science behind all of that and why and how to get started lifting weights, I want to let you know I'm actually going to be having a clinic this Sunday here in Las Vegas. It's going to be hosted at Las Vegas Barbell. The link is in my bio, or will be, if you're watching on Facebook, it's going to be on the description of this live. And this clinic is for anyone who wants to learn how to lift weights safely. They want to learn how to strength train. They want to feel more confident going to their gym and knowing exactly what to do, like how to do these movements, how to follow a program. What does lifting heavy really mean? How do I breathe? How do I lift safely? If I have an injury, how can I train around an injury? So we're going to go over all of that in my clinic. And for those of you who are watching, I have a special coupon code for you because you are my OGs and my followers. The coupon code is FRIEND10. Friend and the number 10, and you'll save $10 off registering for the event because you are my followers, you're watching live, you tune in, you comment, and I want to make sure that I show my appreciation for you. So friend 10, invite a friend, give them that coupon as well. Okay, so research shows, all right, so we're going to go into reason number 1. Okay, research shows that when women add strength training to their workout routine, it is a proven method to add lean muscle and reduce body fat for women, okay, period. If you do cardio alone, you may lose some body fat. And I say may because it depends on your age too. We're going to get into that a little bit later and the type of cardio that you're doing. But it won't give you that lean, tight, and curvy look. So most of the clients that work with me, they want to lose weight, but they don't want to be a smaller version of themselves. They want to see some tone. They want to see some definition in their arms. They want to see some definition in their legs. They might want a little booty lift. They want, some definition in their abs. They want to see that ab line. And you're not going to get that from cardio alone. You really are not. That requires building and creating muscle tone. Okay. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that in the most time efficient manner is through lifting weights and lifting weights heavier week to week. Okay. So you can't just lift 5-pound pink dumbbells, for months on end and see the result that you want to see. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So that's why we're going to talk about that a little bit more. So, if you're a cardio queen, which I used to be, that might help you burn some calories. That might help you lose some fat, but it might probably not give you the look that you want. Okay. And so that's reason number one. Reason number two is strength training helps protect women against bone and muscle loss. Okay. So bone and muscle loss, that is just something that, as our hormones are changing, as we get older, we are at risk of not being able to hold on to our muscle mass like we used to because our hormones are changing. Okay. So, and there's a second thing that happens as we get older, we move a little less. And because we're moving a little less, and I'm saying older, like, usually after years of working, we might be heading to retirement age or we might be retiring. I've seen some of my older clients, they've kind of moved a little less. And so in turn, because they've moved a little less, they are losing muscle mass more rapidly from less movement. The other thing I've seen is recently, since 2020, a lot of us are having more stay-at-home jobs. Okay. A lot of us are working remotely. We're working from our computers or office desks. We're not moving as much. And because of that, we're also at risk of losing muscle mass when we're sitting and not moving as much. Okay. So strength training. So my reason number two is strength training is going to help protect against that bone and muscle loss. And women who do not exercise. So if you're not exercising, we are losing 3 to 8% of muscle mass every decade as a result of not working out. And you might know of someone in your life or someone that that, as they got older, they're not able to do as many things for themselves. And that's one of the other reasons why I am on a mission to continue to lift weights as long as I possibly can. And I actually have really good examples in my life. My parents are in their 60s. My mom just turned 60. She still lifts weights, still goes to the gym. My dad is type 2 diabetic. He's got a great transformation story. You may have heard me talk about this, but he is ripped for his age. And he didn't get there until he was older. And then he got in the gym and started lifting weights, and he is in his 60s as well. And so he is able to do, and my mom is able to do a lot of things. They're super active. They can, hang with their grandkids. They can still lift things. They can, do the stuff that they need to do every day and not feel like they're being slowed down. So, we want to be able to, as we age, continue to do the things we absolutely love. So it has nothing to do with let's be a gym rat till we die. It's about let's stay active in doing the things we want to do for while we're still here. Okay. And studies show that strength training can promote bone development. Strength training helps promote bone development. That's one of the biggest reasons why I strength train. Okay. And being half Asian, we're a little bit more susceptible to bone loss. Okay. And there's other, biological factors and other genes that for people that may have this same little bit increased risk. Right. So looking at my notes, sorry, that's why I'm squinting because it's so little. Also strength training is shown to reduce lower back pain and reverse age-related muscle loss. Reverse it. Okay. There's not very many things that can help you reverse stuff that's already happened to you. So strength training can help you reverse the effects of muscle loss. Okay. So type in the comments. I want to know, do you want to learn how to lift heavy weights? What is holding you back from lifting heavier? Because I want to be able to continue this conversation or answer your questions as I'm talking here. That way, whatever is in your brain, but yeah, Rose, this, but yeah, Rose, what about that? There's no dumb questions. Somebody else is thinking about that too. So you're going to help them so much by typing your question in the comments. Okay. So what's holding you back from lifting weights? Type that in the comments. And I really wanted to know what that is. Okay. Reason number 3 that I say strength training, everybody should strength train, especially women, is it helps improve your mood and reduce anxiety. Okay, more and more studies are coming around about this, about how the mechanism, the reactions that happen in your body as you're stimulating your muscle, as you're moving your muscle, is one of the best cures for anxiety and depression. And I'm not one to just throw out random studies, but there's just more and more evidence of that. And if you've ever had a great workout and you feel exhilarated, you know the feeling of those feel-good chemicals that are getting released from a great workout. And unfortunately, a very strenuous, let's say boot camp style workout where you're feeling beat up at the end, or a HIIT-based style workout, sometimes you might not get that same feeling. You might get, some of those feel-good chemicals being released because we are using our muscle, but we're also exhausted, right, from that type of workout. So that's why I really like to have strength training be the core of the workout, and then adding in some cardio a little bit if that's something that you like to do and have time for. Okay. So I've even shared my story of how I struggled with anxiety and depression in the past, and really keeping that routine of working out, even when I didn't want to, that was part of my mental health plan. I remember, when I had some really, really low days and I did not want to get out of bed. I didn't want to go to the gym. That version of me that used to look forward to the gym, loved going to the gym, felt so far away during that time. And my husband pushed me to keep going. And I remember one night we had an argument because we had already planned that he was on deck with the kids and I was going to go, this is nighttime class at 5:30. And my coach lives kind of far from me. FYI, I'm still with the same coach. I think I have found it to be worth my time and energy to drive to a good coach. But I remember coming down the stairs and saying, like, you know what, I'm just not going to go. I'm not feeling it. It's far away and it's nighttime and I'm just going to go back to bed. And we got an argument for my benefit. And he was like, you need to go. It helps you be normal. And that hit me so hard when he said that it helps me be normal. And what he really meant was like, right, there's no normal, right? But what he really meant is like, that helped me get closer to myself to get to the gym. So I am just an anecdotal, visual representation and proof that strength training really does help improve your mood. It can help you reduce anxiety and help you get out of depression. So even when I didn't want to, I had to make that part of my mental health routine because I love my family, I love my life, and I wanted to get out of that hole. Okay. So reason number 4. Sorry, I'm like, what's next on my notes? The 4th reason I think that every woman should strength train is that it feels absolutely empowering and it helps you improve the body image that you have of yourself. Okay. And in one study, it has shown that weight training is associated with a significant improvement in several dimensions of body image, health-related quality of life, meaning like you feel good about your quality of life, okay? And it also is associated with giving you physical activity behaviors, meaning you look forward to that physical activity, and then it crosses over into other things. Like you want to be more physically active. Maybe you started doing more hikes. You started getting the family involved. Physical activity starts to become a way of life. And you feel more satisfaction and comfort within yourself. That's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful that strength training helps you look at your whole life and improve the body image of yourself, and helps you look forward to being more active, look forward to being more physically active in all ways of life. You feel more satisfied with life. You feel satisfied with your body, and that gives you comfort about your quality of life. That's pretty powerful. And I've seen this every day with myself and my clients, just feeling the accomplishment of challenging yourself. It just transfers to every aspect of your life, whether that's work or goals or maybe like relationship challenges. Being physically strong it helps you empower yourself. You feel accomplished. You feel like you can tackle anything. Okay. I've also seen that you begin to hold yourself higher. You begin to dress better. You begin to make new face-to-face connections because you feel good about yourself and in your body. And you demand higher expectations of yourself and those around you. I've seen it. Okay. Reason number 5 that strength training is my preferred method of getting stronger is for women over 35, or women or men actually, who have some type of autoimmune disorder or thyroid disorder. Strength training is my preferred method of getting you stronger and feeling better if you are experiencing hormonal changes or you are experiencing challenges around an autoimmune condition. Why is that? Well, if you are doing long duration cardio, long duration meaning like more than 45 minutes, and if you're doing intense boot camp style workouts, intense HIIT style workouts where there's very little rest or recovery time, it's very stressful on the body. It's very stressful on the body when you don't have time to rest and you're go the entire time. It really screws with your hormones. It messes with the signal, like if you're a woman over 35 going through perimenopause, which symptoms start 10 years before menopause. So if you're over 35, chances are you're in perimenopause. It starts changing the signals in your body on how it uses carbohydrates and how it uses stored fat for energy, meaning you might not be burning fat like you want to. Okay. So that is why I recommend strength training, because we work hard in short bursts and then we recover. We always rest set to set so that we can increase our weights set to set. Okay. Same situation for people with autoimmune disorders. I have Hashimoto's, and anyone with autoimmune, it is not a good idea for us to go hard all the time. That's a lot of stress on our body. It just wreaks havoc on our hormones, which controls a lot of bodily processes and signals in our body. And we know when our signals are not going correct, we're going to be tired. We're going to experience more symptoms. So we don't want to do that, right? We want to support our bodies in the process of getting stronger instead of giving it more stress, giving it more to fight against. Okay. So you might be asking yourself, how do you lift heavy? Like, what does that even mean? And what are my recommendations? So lifting heavy doesn't mean throwing on a barbell on your back and slapping on plates and then trying to lift that. Okay. A good trainer and a good program. So if you need one, go to 21day.fit. I have a perfect program that's great for beginners or anyone traveling or they want to work out from home, short workouts. A good training plan is going to have you master the basics. And the basics of strength training could be body weight. That is still weight, right? So we're going to master the basics and then progress load. So maybe in week 1 and 2, you might be using 10-pound dumbbells to press. And in week 3, week 4, you're feeling a lot stronger and you're using 12s or 15. So that's what it means by lifting heavier weights, is as you get stronger, you need to lift heavier. That is the way that muscle building works. Your body is a really amazing machine and it will adapt to the stimulus you give it. So if you've been going to your favorite class at the gym for years, and they have multiple reps, I've seen this where they just like time, let's say you're doing 20 squats, then 20 lunges, then you're into push-ups and it's just one after the other, and there's not much rest. It's impossible to increase weights the next time they go to the second round. There's just too many reps. Okay, so your body has adapted. One, it's adapted to that. So it's not going to, if you've been doing it for a while, it's not going to grow any new muscle. And then 2, how can you increase your weights when you're doing 100 reps of something? I know because I've been there. I've been to those classes where the instructor's yelling from our platform, pick up heavier weights, pick up heavier weights. That class is not designed for you to be able to pick up heavier weights. You're just trying to survive and get to the end of the 60 minutes, right? And so that is why following a structured, smart strength training program that focuses on good technique, good form, gives you rest between sets, is how you're going to be able to increase weights week to week, okay? So in a quick example of my 85-year-old client, maybe the first couple of weeks, we're just deadlifting with light to medium weights until she is mastering the movement. A light to medium weight for her. Now, everybody is different, okay? But in this example, a light to medium weight for her could be around 20 pounds to deadlift. Now, if you're like, what? You handed an 85-year-old client a 20-pound kettlebell to deadlift? Well, guess what? She picks up groceries. She has a dog. She buys 20-pound bags of rice. She's already doing that in her day-to-day. I'm teaching her how to do it with good form so that we're not hurting her back and that she can build strength week to week. Once I see that she's mastered the movement, she's feeling pretty good, and the last 2 reps of her set are easy to complete for her, it's time to move up weights on the next set. Okay. So over time, I've seen her lift heavier and heavier and heavier and get up to almost a 60-pound deadlift with kettlebells. 85 years old, never lifted in her life. Okay. So this is not something where we're just slapping on weights and we're just lifting heavy. This is something that you progress to. And in your journey of strength, you're like, I want to get stronger. I want to commit to building muscle mass. I want that lean, toned, curvy look. I want to move really well until I'm really old. This is a journey. Okay. It's a journey of staying fit, liking the way you look, and being active for the rest of your life. In that journey, you are going to be increasing your weights a little bit at a time. Okay. Beginners in the beginning, the first year to 18 months, first year, 2 years of lifting, they experience the most growth. They're like, whoa, I'm so strong. I can keep lifting, heavier and heavier. After you become an intermediate lifter, the strength that as you get really strong, right? And you need to challenge yourself. Usually those weight increases kind of slow down, but the way we want to keep our muscle and build muscle is that we increase our weights week to week as we get stronger. One fun way or easy way that I share with my clients are like, how do I know it's time to lift weights? Let's say they're doing my program, the 21day.fit that you can download yourself. If the last 2 reps of the set you can complete with ease and not much of a challenge with good form, then you need to pick up a heavier dumbbell for the next set. And if you already ended your workout, make a note in a notebook and say, next week, I'm going to start with 12-pound dumbbells. Next week, I'm going to start with 15. Next week, I'm going to start with 20. You've got to be able to increase your weights week to week to create that muscle stimulus response. Okay. Now, and to continue to see results. All right. And if we're going to the gym, we want to see results, right? If we're not increasing our weights, we are not going to see results. Now, would you like help with this with me in person? If you would, then I invite you to my Learn to Lift clinic, which I playfully am calling Guns and Glutes. Okay. This Sunday at 1 p.m. It's going to be at Las Vegas Barbell. Link is in my bio. Link is in the description of this post. And for watching, you can use the coupon code FRIEND10, friends. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's very confusing, right? I meant friend. I have a coupon code for you. It is FRIEND10 to save $10 off your ticket. This workshop is for anyone from beginners all the way to advanced lifters, intermediate lifters. Maybe if you're advanced or intermediate, you would love to have a coach take a look at your technique, probably make some small tweaks to help you lift better. Maybe you're experiencing some pain. We can take a look to see what is causing you pain. Or we can take a look to see how can we make this lift better. I've had seasoned lifters come to my workshops and say, I learned so much. And I think that that's amazing. So we're going to talk about breathing strategy, what to do when you are dealing with an injury. This program is going to be for beginners all the way to experienced. You can find my event on Eventbrite. You can search my name. You can search Guns and Glutes. And I have that coupon FRIEND10. If you're thinking about working with me, type more info in the comments, and I'll also send a little DM chat to see how I can help. So until next time, this is Coach Rose. Oh, and thank you for watching and listening to my 5 reasons why everybody should lift heavy and how to create confidence in the gym. So know that every Tuesday I go live. So I hope to see you here next week. Thank you for watching. This is Coach Rose, rooting for you to say that it's all about me in 2023. Me as in you. Go out there and make it happen. Bye-bye.